I'm going to be making a pot today out of EcoPore. I've got this lovely lace that I got from Temu, and I thought that would look quite pretty going around the pot. So let's get some EcoPore mixed up. I've got 120 grams of water and 400 grams of powder. I'm just going to mix that together. So EcoPore is mixed to the ratio of 100 grams powder to 30 grams water. So I'm just going to get that mixed in nicely. Give that a good mix, get it to like a sort of batter consistency. And with the EcoPore, it doesn't really matter if you go a little bit either or under either way. Oh, did that make sense? My words, they didn't come out right there, did they? You know what I mean though, don't you? It's very forgiving either side. Right, so I'm going to be using Homeware Designs in Vivid Pink. And oh, before I put the pink in, I want the lid to be white because I want to put a little pink flower on the top. So I'm going to pour the lid first before I add any of the colour. Let's pop that over to one side. Now I can add my pink. So I think I'll just add 2 drops to start with and get that mixed. That will do. I just want a nice pastel pink. And then I'm going to, let's take that out of the way. Pop that to one side. And then I'm just going to slowly pour this into the mould and let it find its own way down. Get that all in there. And then just give that a slight little tap. And then I've got this little flower mould. So I'm going to fill that up with some of the pink. So that's my little flower. And then I can just top the rest of this up. Right. So we're just going to let this all set now, and then I'll see you back in a minute. These are all cured up now, so let's pop the lid out first. Get this one out. So with this lid, this is the actual top bit, so that's that one. I did have some extra pink left over, so I just made a few more little flowers. So there's that one. And this is a smaller version of that one. Pretty. And this one, and finally that one. That's nice. So let's get the main pot out and see how this is looking. Oh, oh, start that again. Roll this down or up, whichever. Roll it up. Come on, out you come. Nearly there. And then just squeeze the middle section, give it a little twist, and then that pops out. Pop your moulds back in the right way. That's that done. Right, so there's our little pink pot. Perfect. Check our little lid. That's lovely. So which flower shall we have on the top? Is that one too big? I could get rid of that little loop there. That might be quite nice. Yes, let's get some snips. See if I can, let's move that out of the way for a minute. Move those, or could I do 3 flowers? Will they fit? I don't know. Let's just see if I can snap this off. With it look, that came off easy. So we can get like a little file in there. File down those edges. Yes, that looks okay. Yeah, I think I used that one actually. Let's put those back out the way. Get those out the way. So with the lid, should I do the lid first? Let's do the pot first. So I want this to go round, all around the pot like that. So where does that need to be chopped off? Oh, hopefully that should be all right there. So let's chop that bit of lace down there. Chop that off. And then where's my Mod Podge? So I've got some Mod Podge there. And I'll get a brush. Right, I've got a brush and I'm just going to brush on some of the Mod Podge all around the top section. Oh, my brush is a bit, let's just use my finger. Brush that round there. Actually, I can't get in the pot with my finger, so I'll have to use my brush to just get some out. And then put that round there. Make sure it meets up all the way. There. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the back of here as well. So a little bit all round on that one. Bit on the end there. And then wrap that around my pot. Make sure that lines up at the back there. Lovely. So I'm just going to let that set like that. Oh, thinks it needs a bit more glue. Right, I'll just leave that like that, just to dry for a little while. Pop that to one side. Where's my little stand thing? I think I'll just pop it on there. Move that over, and then we can do the lid. So I'll just get some gloves on, and then we can do this with some UV resin. I'm going to be using Apex UV resin. So I'm going to put some of this all around the lid. Get a good helping of that on there. And then get a stick. And then just work that to the edges. Get that on there. If it looks like it's pulling away from the edges, just put a bit more on. That seems okay at the moment. So I'm just going to work that all the way around. Put a little bit more on, I think. Get that to the edges first. Nearly there. Tiny bit more. I'm just going to pop any bubbles using one of these cigarette lighters. Pop those. And then place my flower in the middle. Get that where I want it. And then I'm just going to cure that with the UV lamp. So I'll leave that for 2 minutes and then I'll be back when that's done. So that's the lid all cured now. So that fits on there nicely. So that fits like that. And the flowers have all dried with the glue on there. So that's looking very pretty. So I'm now going to put, actually I'll glaze it first. I'm going to use the Folk Art Dragonfly glaze to seal the pot. So I'm just going to put some of that on there and then brush that on with a brush. And that will give that a lovely shine. And just twist it round, put a bit more on, and then cover all of that. So while I'm doing this, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to all my subscribers and all my new subscribers that I've had recently. Thank you ever so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And thank you for all your lovely comments and hitting that like button. It's much appreciated. Thank you. Right, I think I'm nearly there. A little bit more there. Get that on there. And I think for a bit of contrast, I'll just do the bottom and leave the top. Right, so next, let's just pop that down like that for a minute. I've got a piece of double-sided cork and I've just trimmed that to the size of the bottom there. So to finish it off, I'm just going to pop this on. If I can get that sticky backing off. Oh, there we go. Come on, off you come. And then just place that on the bottom. Stick that down. And then that's my little pot finished. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.